Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm Rob Helwig, and if things look a little different this week, it's because they are. I'm your new host for this week only. Kenny Gregg, unfortunately, was unable to make it, again, because of the passing of his brother, Steven. So, again, on behalf of the foundation and the whole Immaculata family, we send our prayers and condolences and best wishes to the Gregg family. Before we get into the review of the game against Hoboken, I just want to take a moment to remind everybody there, if you're not yet a card-carrying member of the Unitas Club, there's no better time to jump on board than now. Visit unitascaritas.com, $19.66 a month, and if you join now, you're going to get one of these beautiful mugs, absolutely free, Spartan and Unitas on the other side. So again, unitascaritas.com. All right, now on to the business. Coach Columbo, thanks for joining us again. And this week was really not a whole lot of excitement. It was like you blinked and it was 22-0 right out of the gate.
Yeah, it got out of hand fairly quickly. And not that was expected, because I don't think you ever expect a game like that to get out of hand that quickly. But our kids came to play, and we had some breaks go our way, and we were able to jump out on top and have a nice start to the game and be able to coast through as it went on.
Right, and again, for another week, we were able, very similar to the Newark Central game, I guess, where you were able to get some of the younger kids in, get some experience, and use it as an opportunity to get them into the game.
Yeah, I think it's very important that those kids feel part of the program, and we got pretty much everyone. I think we kind of emptied everyone, got everyone in the game at some point in time, but we did our best to. And I know a lot of parents of the younger kids were very happy about it, and some of those young guys were ecstatic to be out in the varsity field on a Friday night, and again representing their school, and with the nice crowd and all that. So it's a real nice thing to be able to do.
Absolutely. Again, another great atmosphere, and I think the energy has really been fantastic this year.
Yeah, I mean, what was great was the when the game concluded, all our guys running over to the student section and having a good time with their classmates and the band and the cheerleaders and the big crowd and a lot of the alums coming back to watch the game. I thought it was an outstanding atmosphere. So yeah, I mean, and I expect that to continue as we move forward.
Yeah, and I don't know if you had a chance to see, I'm sure you did, on Huddle, actually one of the, I guess it was a kickoff return or punt return by Cam Chadwick, made one of the highlight films for this week. And I know there's a part of that you really love at the end when he goes to the back fence and all the kids are back there cheering and high-fiving them.
It was all, and a lot of those kids were kids that came to our camp in the summertime. Right. And I know this, when you start having the little ones come out and watch, those guys, look up to our kids, and, they want to be future Spartans. And I think that's a tribute to where we're headed right now. And I think there's a lot of great things going on with our program, and to see those little guys jumping all over the place. And then they were over by the locker room at halftime, and it was nice to see.
Right. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we let you do your thing here and jump into the highlights? I know there's
there's
a lot of them. I don't know how many we're going to show.
We'll get through a few. But, the game got off to a nice start right away with our pump block. And, I'm going to show you the shot from behind. And when you look at this, you're going to see, and these are the two Laub brothers, Jackson and Luke Laub. And we run a little cross scheme here with the center. It really confuses their blocking scheme. So you're this punter. I mean, first off, the center is, I think that little crossing scheme there really affected his snap.
He didn't know which way to go.
And you're the punter now, and you're looking at this coming at you. I mean, you take your eye off the ball, and that got us into great shape. And boy, did Jackson Laub really come
Now,
hard
not
on
not that
that.
we needed it, Coach, but did I miss something on that play? Didn't we recover that ball?
No,
Or
we
no,
did
they
not.
did.
They did.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they did. Now this is the ensuing kickoff, and Cam just does. He just does Cam here. I mean, he just weaves in and out, and with his speed, I mean, virtually untouched. We block it up very well. I mean, we really do. And you see these guys peeling back. Anthony Circus Carroll does a great job peeling back and getting a block there, and Cam's out. That's great. And when you look at this down at the end here, look at all these little guys in the back of the end zone, and Cam mugging it up with those guys. So that's really good to see. It's really exciting and really a big reason why we're moving in the direction we're moving. Defensively, I mean, number 22, Martin Langton, just amazes week after week with the things he does. And you look at him here down the bottom of the screen as this defensive end, number 22, sheds a block, comes off, makes a play, sticks his arm in there, rips the ball out, and recovers the ball. And that's an unbelievable play.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really is. And when you see it from behind, I think it gives you even more of a picture of it. But, it's just a great play. He's down to the right here. This angle with the goalpost there is not great, but just a tremendous, tremendous job by him. He's having a phenomenal year so far. Back to offense now. We're going to throw the ball out here. Now this is I'm not going to use the word RPO because it really isn't. It's a pre-snap sight adjustment where our outside receiver here is running a bubble, so they don't cover him. In other words, the guy that's responsible for him is about 10 yards off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bubble the ball out there, and no one knows except three guys: the quarterback, the split receiver, and the slot receiver. So everyone else runs the run play that we're trying to run here, and he just tosses it out there, and Cam's going to make a kid miss, and he's going to make another kid miss, and he's going to score. So that's something that our quarterback sees, that he checks to, and it's built into the play, and it's something we practice just about every day. The run play off of it is our basic power play. And, we had, again, a bunch of different kids running the ball here. But the reason I put this play on is if you look at our right tackle at the top of the screen and you watch him, Finn Tully just really, really runs this kid right into the ground. So as we look at this, if you see right here coming into the screen, just running that kid right into the ground. I mean, and that's a phenomenal. And again, that it's going to be tough to see with the goalposts in the way here, but that's just a tribute to the things that we've done in the off season. Getting us stronger and all that, and that's and here Roman Ince, he's just dragging people. That's weight room, man. That's weight room is all that is. So that's the importance of it. You look at it from behind. It's just a total deal with our kids being in great shape and doing the right things. Again, when you look at this, we just have we're just pushing them, straight back. We're controlling the line of scrimmage. We're taking on guys and running our feet, and we just got a whole host of Spartans on that tackle, just running that kid into the ground. So again, things we're doing in the off season to get better. And here's our quarterback. You just look at the kid stand in the pocket, the balance up on the toes, the way he places the ball, where the ball is, the way he shelves the ball and just throws a strike down the middle of the field to a wide open Chadwick, on those crossing routes. And those crossing routes have been very good for us this year. So
not an easy night to throw strikes either.
No,
there was a lot of wind.
A lot of wind, yeah. Here it is again. Now he throws just an absolute bullet to Amir Mason on the slant. Okay, and he's open. Okay, you see how quick he sees the window open and gets rid of it. I mean, that's amazing. And again, this is, we say it every week, just a freshman, but that's a great throw, hits him in stride, and, we look some good speed getting into the end zone. So I think that was a tremendous play for us, in terms of execution. Back to the defensive end. Here's Jackson Laub, the guy that came and almost blocked that punt on the first clip we showed. We're bringing him off the edge on a blitz. Both guys off the edge, and they have a hard time blocking him. They swing their back. Jackson sees it and puts his hands up, picks the ball off, and there he goes. So he scores, on a pick six. Another defensive touchdown. Oh, and there's all the kids in the end zone again.
Just a great job sniffing out that screen. I mean, I feel like this is a replay of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. Where our kids are schooled now, they know that when that back flares, they got to widen, and it's happened twice to us and for us, and that's pretty good. This punt return, unfortunately, gets called back. I'm not quite sure why. Okay, but this just gives you a little bit of a glimpse as to the type of athlete that Cam Chadwick is. Now, what they did call was they called this guy right here on the screen. Okay, they called Jaden Wooten. If you see the dots and if you follow him, this is the stuff that we sorry about that we deal with each and every week with officials. But again, he blocks the kid right in the front, and that's
Perfect
what they called.
block.
Yeah, and they took away a touchdown
Textbook.
from the kid. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you can do about that. Back on the offensive side of the ball, there's Roman Ince. Just a great job. Great job up front. Great acceleration. And again, we're able to do some things. Very very easily. Running the ball against this team, and then you give the ball to Martin, and he's 240. They're just not tackling him. And again, that's the off season, and I do remember a few years ago doing that, and that was other teams were doing that to us, and that's the importance of what we do in a weight room and grind time and all that stuff. Luke Scott, okay, showing his skills in terms of a 35-yard scamper into the end zone, his first touchdown of the year. And here he is again. It looks like the same exact play, but it's not. All right, nice little cut. And again, he's going to zigzag and find his way through, and he's going to score, and that's his second touchdown of the night. It's nice to see him get involved. Defensively, again, I want you to watch Cameron Chadwick at the top of the screen, the cornerback. I want you to watch what he does to the kid that tries to block him, which would be the second guy in. He just completely flattens him. And again, that's why he's a Division I player right there. Okay, and then he comes off and makes a tackle. All right, there's no question. That's what colleges are looking for, and that's the type of player he is. I think on the very next play, we tip a ball here, and Jackson Laub, I believe, tips it, and right into Jackson Roberts' hands. And Jackson just takes off. I mean, he's flying down that sidelines, and he's in the end zone. So, when you look at it, we scored 2 touchdowns on defense last week, 2 this week. So we're taking advantage of some opportunities that we're getting. Here's another run by Luke Scott, showing some good footwork and some good speed and some good power, and that's what we do. Okay, that's the way we're built here, and just another look here with just the strength. A tackle in the backfield, but just Roman Ince just refusing to go down and keeping his feet going, and again, that's just a little bit about what we're doing with our strength and conditioning and off season, how it works into now.
Right. So a good victory. I mean, any victory is a good victory, right? But definitely an opportunity to get a win on the board and get some kids some experience.
Yep.
And, hopefully you came out unscathed on that game as well from an injury standpoint, but which is always important. You got to watch the gremlins during those types of games.
Yeah, but, I mean, that was the importance of getting those kids out early.
Right.
We don't want, we'll get a big lead. Let's get them out. And, 63 points is a lot of points. And it's unfortunate that, it just happened that way. And I told our kids, I said, you always need to have respect for whatever opponent that you play. No matter what their skill level or what their record is or anything like that, you always have to have that, that respect for them because they put on a uniform just like you do.
Absolutely.
So I think our kids know that. We're never going to do anything to embarrass someone. And, I think we did it with class, and, we got pretty much our whole team in. So that was a good thing.
Awesome. Now, the look ahead. Next week, we have Pope John.
Yeah.
A very formidable opponent. They've had a very tough schedule thus far. They played Immaculate Conception. They won that 16-6. They dropped one to a very good Seton Hall prep team. They just nudged out Paramus Catholic 37-36. And Cardinal Hayes, another close one, 40-36. All four of those teams are very good teams.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. I mean, this is a great test for us. We said where we want to be as a program, and where we want to be is with these teams, the Pope Johns, the DePauls, the Del Bartons, the Seton Halls. That's our goal. Now, however long it takes for us to get there, we're going to keep pushing towards that. But this is our first step, in playing Pope John, which is a big North team, and that's that league that Don Bosco, Bergen Catholic, St. Joe's Montville, St. Peter's, Seton Hall, all those guys, Pope John and DePaul, Paramus Catholic. That's the big North. Okay, so we're really looking forward to seeing where we are. Where do we measure up right now? I think we're going to be very competitive, we're really looking forward for the opportunity to play in this game. And again, I told our kids, I said, this is why you came to Immaculata, to play in games like this. And it's a great. It'll be a Sunday afternoon up there in Sparta. Two Catholic schools going at it, and I think this is the way it's meant to be.
Absolutely.
So we're real excited about it.
I have a feeling we're going to be in for another Mannheim Central or Holy Trinity type battle, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I hope so, because those games were fun.
Some of the best games I think I've ever seen on the high school football level.
Yeah.
And so going into this game, I know you don't want to divulge too much or give too many of the secrets away, but personnel wise for them, are there any standouts? Or
they have a middle an inside linebacker by the name of Sean Line, Line. He's jersey number 1. He's a great player. He's committed to Harvard, and again, great student. Pope John's a great academic school. This is what our kids are as well. This is what it is,
Right.
And but he is a very good player for them. Their tailback, Tyreek Hill, not Tariq Hill from the NFL. Although there are times he looks like him. This kid is got great feet. He's very fast. He's only a sophomore. Very good player. We got to tackle him to win the game. They got a good receiver by name of Wes Johnson, number 30. Again, we're going to hope to take him away with some of our coverages. But, they're big. They're a big North Catholic school. They got good size. Their quarterback is very dangerous. But the key for us is going to be winning the battle up front and tackling, their tailback. So, I think we're very evenly matched with this team, and I think it's going to be a very good test for us.
So Saturday we're looking at 2:30. It's at Pope John.
Yes.
For those of you who can make the trek, obviously the team would love to have your support on the road. It's going to be a tough game, and all the noise we can provide for Coach, I think, would be welcome. For those of you who maybe can't make it, don't forget that the Unitas Caritas Foundation provides the live stats at SpartanLiveStats.com. I'm not sure if it's going to be streamed this week or not. Have you heard anything
I have
regarding
not,
that? No. So we'll try to keep you updated through our email blast through the foundation, and so keep your eyes peeled. We'll try to get it out through Instagram.
Yeah,
as well, but
it's an odd start time because it's SAT day.
right.
So, the SATs are in the morning. They push the start times back, so it gives the kids a little time, to get themselves squared away to get to the game.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, any last words you want to add, or?
No, I just again, our condolences to Kenny and on his brother Steven's death. It was a great outing with the commemoration of the film room last week. I think it was nice to see a lot of people come out, and
Yeah.
the blessing of the room with Father Joe and all that. That was very nice.
Yeah, it was great. And I think, it was an alumni event at the same time. So I think it was a great opportunity for some people who
Yeah,
maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to get kind of behind that curtain of the athletic
right.
center in there and kind of see what's going
Yeah,
on.
I mean, and it was really nice for the feedback
Yeah.
that we got on the room and the facility upgrades and all the great things going on with our program and as well as our school.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think there's a lot of great things that are put into place. I think our administration and Rich Rao and I think those guys have a great vision as to where we want to be, and I think we're all happy to be a part of that right now. So I think things are on the upswing across the board at Immaculata, and we're really looking forward to this game on Saturday. We think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree. It should be a great one. So best of luck to you this week, Coach. And on behalf of UCTV, thank you for joining in once again to Coach's Corner. We're on episode 5. They seem to be ticking away real quick.
They are
here,
moving
right?
quickly, yeah.
So hopefully next week you'll have Kenny back in the chair here. He does a much better job than I do, but it was fun to jump in with you this week. So
Yeah.
Good luck again, Coach, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you again next week, same time. Take care.